Game.
Gru. Hello world, what is up? I'm the Game Gru and welcome back to another episode of Pathologic. We are, last time we were here and we found the butcher and then we got scared and we ran away with our tails between our legs and, bad things almost happened and we got punched in the face too much and we're a little worse for wear. Today we have to go stop Simon's body from being investigated because, you know, there's a disease going around apparently. That's what we suspect. Hello, drunk. How's it going? So I don't quite know how health regenerates in this. I got bandages. I don't know if we saw that. Bandages. I traded a drunk guy some water for them. Oh, dogs. And we need to find more water. And so I know those might restore health, maybe? I don't know. Or sleeping might restore health. Lots of things might restore health. Aye. My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything alright? Oh, woman's share is hard. Would you kindly mend my clothes? That's like really sexist thing to say to like you're just a woman walking down the street. Hey, fix my clothes. Why are women being attacked? I seem to remember that when Victoria died, everybody rushed to look for an undead Kohler. Why would someone immediately rush looking for an undead something? Victoria was a mistress. Somehow it seemed that an ordinary creature couldn't hurt her. Her death was unexpected. She was very young and so well loved by the people. So the rumors started immediately that a Bayun man-eater had taken her soul. So what? Did they try to seize every fifth man too? No, no one was seized, but there was an anxiety. There was no doubt that an evil is walking among us. You can always feel it. It changes the density of the world. Your instincts just tell you that it's true. This is an old steppe wisdom, and you can't avoid it. You really can't. The steppe is wiser than we are. Yeah, superstitions like this have thrown sand in the wheels of countless scientific discoveries. Lady, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm a doctor. I'm a Dr. Bachelor. I'm McSteamy, or McDreamy, whichever one of those guys was dreamier or steamier. I have no idea where this is going. Anyways, we're heading back to this little area here, and we're going to go up. We're going to head back here and hopefully prevent Simon's body from being discovered. So I will bring you back when I do that. All right. I'll bring you back when I do that is what I meant. See ya. Hello, we are back, and we are in Simon's thing manor.
In growing old, we become.
I'm counting on you, Doctor.
And more wise.
Which of the locals could help me? Whose word can be trusted? I don't know for how long you will have to remain here, Doctor. You are most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, and especially since you are trying to find out the truth, it is my duty to offer you a piece of advice. I'd be most grateful for it. This remote place has a history of its own. There's not enough time to retell it to you, which is unfortunate, since it is the background of the town that may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. Not at all. There are 3 truths that rule this town, 3 origins, 3 ideas, if you'd like. For several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2, yet each of them still strives to dominate. Each of them has its own voice, too. Tell me more. These voices are the ruling families, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling the town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of their lungs, and in so doing, travesties whichever value it carries. What? So we have the co-owners, the 3 sections. Yeah, who are they? The first voice is the Sabarovs, the second is the Olgimskis, and the third one is us, the Canes. We are the 3 heads of one beast, each of the clans who will offer their own understanding of what is going on. Each of the 3 will use their own voice and the voices of their followers to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will inadvertently reveal the entirety of the truth to anyone who would listen. Alright. So I'm surrounded by lies. How exciting. Truth is my only idol. It is the only truth I fight for. Well, no one will dare lie to your face. I have no doubts everyone will tell you the truth, but they will tell it in such a fashion that this truth will conceal the reality better than any deception would. The only thing I'm asking is that you don't jump to conclusions. Compare different versions. Your extraordinary intelligence will allow you to ascertain the truth. That inspires her hope. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other two. Most likely, we will fill you in on the negative sides of each other faction and withhold anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said will most likely be true. But this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. Yeah, I agree. Your words are a pleasant surprise, Judge. The stories of the evil that the Cains have unleashed onto the world are partially true. Do not feel obliged to act in our favor. As you can see, I will stop before nothing to ensure an unbiased investigation. The lack of prejudice I want to instill in you is the one and only reason why I am making a confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain. I will take your words seriously. Do not worry. But, first of all, we need to stop.
The town will meet its death at the hand of
Alright,
Simon's murder.
I'm going to examine.
That much is certain.
Quiet. I'm counting on you, Doctor. Oh, one more thing. I'd like to examine your brother's body. We've sent for Isidor Barak's most accomplished apprentice. His name is Stanislav Rubin. Quite a resolute and talented man, this Rubin is. I have great expectations of him. He will bring everything you need, and you will examine the body together. I am no pathologist, and autopsy is my special, but I could perform it. I don't want to do that. Alright, let me know when this Rubin arrives. I would expect him to join you in the evening, no earlier than 11 o'clock, I would say. Why so late? I personally asked him to come no later than midnight. Don't let it worry you. It seems that you are not in too much of a hurry to ascertain the details of your brother's death. On several occasions, excessive haste has led to undesirable consequences. The phenomenon that Isidor had invited you here to study. It is in our blood. The physiological trait of our family shows itself from time to time. That's quite intriguing. The examination of the body will not help you in any way. The puzzle has to be solved within your mind. I am not able to, or even allowed to tell you any more than that. Believe me, I'm not trying to conceal any evidence from you. The body is kept in the ice house. It is intact, but focus may not be breached. I will wait the required amount of time to pass. Alright, so we have to wait till 11. It is 1:30. I'm quite tired, so I could use a little nap, I guess. That would definitely work out in my favor. So maybe I'll head back over to the lovely lady's house. This is a mansion. Oh, it's just right down the road. Come along with me, and I will regale you a story of weird twins. Always in this area, twins are walking. This is basically what you see me do. This is what I do when I'm walking between places. You gotta check all these bins for things, apparently. There's junk in here that would seem like junk to you, like these water bottles. And then you take those water bottles and you hit up a spring or a water barrel or a fountain thing, and then you fill them with water. And then you find a dude who's stumbling around drunk, and he's got bandages on him, and he's hungover, and so he wants water very bad. So you give him the water in exchange for his bandages. Here's the filling thing. We go bloop, bloop, and we get 5 water bottles. And then we check more things. Sewing needles. Sewing needles are apparently good to give to little girls because, I mean, shall we barter? Yeah. And then they'll take these sewing needles in exchange for bullets, apparently. The children are traveling around with bullets. I don't have a gun to give a bullet to, but I believe this is her house. That is exactly her house. Alright. Let's go take a little nap. We can see if napping maybe will restore health, or if I have to take some medicine before I can do it. Hello, lady. Lady, hello. Hello. Do you have anything you want to talk about? That ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing at a time like this? Very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. Okay, just ignore everything she said. Since you've decided to fight death, you will have to be very careful. It's September. You will be dying with every breath of our air. What am I supposed to do? Not breathe your air? Should I have stocked up on the air from the capital? You got me wrong. You will be dying here much faster than in the capital. Your body is wasting away just as fast as a boat sinks with its hold full of water. Breathe in this air. Can you feel it? But why? The steppe is full of various herbs. They fill the air with dizzying vapors. White whip, tear, swevery are dangerous on August and September when herbs surrender their juices to the sun. People tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart sufferers lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. How do you people live here? Twire is a rare herb, so usually it's bearable, but this year it's unbelievably plentiful. The elderly say that this is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Nothing like this has happened before. They think it's a bad omen. Well, I don't believe that, but the air is droning. Can't you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yes, the air is quite heavy. You need to sleep often. Never go hungry. Drink more water. You need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest. Otherwise, you may die of a heart attack or bleeding. Be careful, alright? So, both my heart and mind. No, the more I think and do, the faster I die. That's symbolism if I ever saw it. Alright, so yes, we're here. We're tired. We're gonna go get some shut-eye. Shut-eye. The bed. Hey, get stuck on that wall. There's a bed here. Now, real quick, we're just gonna look. We got some gloves. Cool. We got some drugs. Meridorm, which is a painkiller, negative 25E. Rather than a sleeping draught, restores a small amount of health. Good for restoring strength during sleep. Meridorm has a strong sedative effect and induces sleep even during excruciating pain. The effect lasts for 5 hours. Morphine is a universal opiate painkiller, has a strong analgesic and sedative effect, used for heavy injuries, acute pain, and in preparation for surgery, reduces fatigue and increases health while sleeping. Alpha tablets, which are an outdated immunity booster, only useful in large doses that cause serious health damage. Tourniquet, which a rubber tourniquet that facilitates health recovery after a traumatic injury, stops bleeding, and immobilizes damaged tissue. And bandages, an elastic antiseptic bandage, facilitates recovery after traumatic injury, closes and disinfects the wounds, preventing inflammation. So I don't know if we're supposed to take a drug before we go to sleep or not, but let's just sleep. Wait, hold on. How do I get it? Inventory. It's now 2:02. So if we sleep 6 hours, that'd be 8 p.m. I don't know. Let's sleep 4. How does 4 work? Okay. So health didn't go up at all. So we definitely, when we sleep, we definitely need to take some drugs in order to gain health back. And are you gonna say? I would like to say.
Don't
maybe.
You think my colors have faded?
I can't hear. Okay, so she's going through some traumatic experience. That's what we're getting. All right. It is now 6:06, and I guess I just have to wait. I'm not entirely sure what else to do. I've screwed up that butcher thing. Can't. Okay. Nothing there. Oh yeah, we checked those earlier. I can just go exploring. Maybe talk to some people. Hello, sir. Good morals and luck are great in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. What do you mean? I like our town. We're all I've read this. We're all one big family, but sometimes I get the feeling that we're all controlled by an unseen powers. Our actions are but fiction. It's quite possible. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go walk around for a little bit. Actually, you know, am I still exhausted? How do I check this? P? Yes. Still a little bit infected and exhausted. Adherence. Oh, these are the people I gotta keep alive. Daniil Donkovsky. A full reputation, not very much health. Somewhat immunity. I'm kind of hungry. Again, exhaustion, not infected at all. So I guess this comes down to what is a good expenditure of time. Water bottle. Seriously. Water bottle. Ugh. Hello, sir. Are you the guy that tells me about the town? Yes. Tell me about Nina. When Nina died, everyone was terrified. No one could wrap their mind around it. It was truly and utterly unthinkable. And yet it happened. Dying is not really a common habit around here, you see. So when Nina passed away, everyone started saying that a Shabnak came for her soul, or maybe a turned skin, a creature from beyond. I do not know any of these terms. I see, but what can you tell me about Nina herself? Her name doesn't really ring that many bells to me. Nina Kaina. Nina the sorceress, the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen. So wild and fierce and intimidating. Just one brief look at her walking down the street, with or without her escort, could make you weak in the knees. You could almost picture her upon a throne. She could cut you with a knife looking you in the eye, and no one would say a thing. Only a Shabnak could take that. What's a Shabnak? A make-believe monster from the steppe. A bloodsucker of some sort. Just, you know, a revenant from beyond, or maybe a possessing demon. I don't really believe in such things. On the other hand, sometimes the things you see live here long enough and you'll get used to all kinds of weirdness. The steppe is wiser than we are. Definitely wiser. Thank you. Now I know what a Shabnak is. Haven't you ever wondered what a Shabnak is? Well, now you know. You learned it here. So I believe this is the fancy part of town, so we're not going to get many drunks wandering around that we can trade whiskey to. This is the lady that mends your clothes. Is this the honor guy? No, this is... Oh, he's the same. Yeah, he's just brown-haired, same guy. No, thank you, sir. How about you? Anything I can help you with? No, thank you. Young lady. Very... voluptuous is a term I'm going to stick with. Look at this wonderful cathedral. Hey! What is going on? What are you doing here, buddy? Hey! What is this? Why are you punching a lady? Hey! Cut it out! Oh, man. Hey, you guys. What are you doing? Why are you punching this poor lady? I want to help, but at the same time, I'm really afraid to die. Alright, F5. Save. Yes! You! Stop it with your lady hunting. Come on. Oh. Who's attacking me now? Oh, this dude. Hey, do you have no honor, sir? Do you not see that these men are attacking a lady? This is gonna end bad. Now we're all done. Now we're glitching the game. Okay, we have this collection of men here, and they all probably want to kill me. But did my reputation go down? No. Lady, look at what you've made me do. Oh, jeez. He escaped the hole. Let's get him back in the hole. Come on, glitch out with the rest of them. Yes, excellent. I have found a pathfinding glitch. I'm just gonna walk away. Actually, I'm just gonna load that save. They're still going at it, man. I don't understand. It's not nice. Alright, what's down here? The windows of this house are all bricked in. Let's go talk to that guy again. Maybe he has more to offer me. Oh, maybe he'll get mad at me for having the butcher escape. Yeah. You know what? Since this is such an uncut episode, why are you... Oh, that poor woman. I feel horrible having to just leave her. What's that music cut? This is how you walk around. You have to check the map so often. And then you get these weird magical buildings that float in space and time. Children, they want sharp things. Because they're not allowed sharp things. There's the bricked-in building. Here we go. Let's go talk to this guy. Tell him that I accidentally let the butcher get away. Hey, dude.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Okay. See how it all turns out? I used to keep this place secret, but all these secrets seem so childish now. What do you think about Simon's desk? It is known that Simon had limited his social activity just before his departure. He only received 2 visitors. I know nothing of the first, but the second was none other than Isidor Barak. The fact that he was killed the same night makes you think, doesn't it? Is this just repeating what I read earlier? The killer took out a witness? Or an accomplice. Isidor was a complicated man. Have I told you about his position in the kin? He used to be a very well-respected person there, and I can't say everyone liked it. What do you mean? Isidor wasn't a doctor. He was more of a herbalist. He never studied medicine. All of his recipes were about plants and roots, so to speak. He was knowledgeable, true, a sorcerer, if you will, but a very different one from Simon, an earthen sorcerer. I've never heard that Simon used to be a sorcerer before. Simon was a theurgist. Isidor was a witch doctor. And you think Isidor the witch doctor has managed to achieve the unachievable? A possible theory, but rather questionable. Okay, so he's not too mad about the butcher
There's
situation.
this thing that...
Alright, thank you. Okay. So there's not much to do here, I guess. I kind of feel like I failed that butcher task miserably, but what was I gonna do? I can't. Look at how low my health is. That would end badly for me. And oh, needle. Man, that music cut. When it cuts music like that, really gets my bones jumping. I think someone's coming up behind me to murder me. Don't drink the water. If you drink the water, you get exhausted. Alright. I don't really know what to do much else on this episode other than wait. So I guess I'll bring you back when something else interesting happens. And I'm just going to spend a little time gathering supplies. Alright, see ya. Alright guys, I found this Rubin fella. He's here. We're in this section, I guess. And we're going to talk to him.
It can be around.
Who can be around? Greetings, friend. I have heard news of your arrival. Everyone has. Are you here to examine the body as well? My dear colleague, I do hope you haven't touched it yet. I haven't. Is there a problem? Simon's body, wherever it is, poses a dire threat. I suspect he has died of a contagious disease. Are you sure? Well, doesn't matter anyway. If it's that thing again, what do you think it is? Judging from what I found out so far, it could be Phoebus typhoidea or plague. Sure, yeah, plague. I don't believe it. A second outbreak? Wait a second, I need to regain my senses. Are you sure about this? What do you mean what you say? I am and I do, good sir. If it's the sand plague, Master's death was so untimely. If it's a sand plague, we only have a few more days to live. You see, I have no idea how to stop it. No one does. So you're already familiar with the disease. I'm only making assumptions. I don't want to believe this. I'd rather have any other plague than this. We have no time to waste. The body must be inspected, isolated, destroyed if necessary. We must take protective measures for that, of course. We need your diagnosis before we can provide a reasonable protection. At the moment, you can only buy yellow immunity boosters at the drugstores. They are no good, but I'll try to do something about this. We'll need to take some remedies from Master's old workplace. Did you know he was murdered by his son? An atrocity. Let's see what to say. His son has nothing to do with this. I presume Isidor was infected by Simon and died of the same disease, or vice versa. Let's not waste any more time. What kind of remedies do you speak of? Yep. What kind of remedies do you speak of? You are unlikely to take them seriously. Let's call it folk medicine. Herbs, Eastern recipes, traditional step cures, but it works. Master used them during the first outbreak, and he survived at least. When was the first outbreak? 5 years ago. I see. Why are your drugstores in such an appalling state? They deliver medicine from the regional center, but there hasn't been a regular train for quite some time. Do you know anything about this, by the way? Perhaps people have some medicine stored at home, but then it's not like we can take it from them, and the stockpiles are empty. Okay, we have another concern at hand now. I'll check your drugstores as for you. Please follow your plan. You're right, let's make haste. I'll get everything ready for the examination. Meanwhile, let's arrange for the body to be isolated. Kane is keeping it in a cold place. I'll keep you informed. If we act deliberately and with calm mind, we can prevent this epidemic. Stay strong. I won't leave you on your own. All right. It looks like we've done a little extra.
Perhaps old Gimsky is setting...
How can I help you? There's no need to worry. No need to worry at all. We found this good friend here. And we are ready. We're going to examine the body. We got to find drugs. I'm not exactly sure what. I was looking for a Q. Today's quest. We've identified the killer. Although we've yet to apprehend him, Rubin will collect the necessary equipment to protect him as he works with the bodies. In the meantime, I should inform George Kane of what the primary investigation... Wait. Oh, okay. He's talking about the killer. The plague as if it was... a person. In the meantime, I should inform George Kane of what the primary investigation has shown. Awesome. Okay, so Georgie, you are over in the one closest to the river. Just quickly head over here and talk to him. Whoa, what is that? The polyhedron. Cool. That plant. Yo. Georgie, hey.
Tell me what
Georgie.
you want, and I will tell you who you are.
Okay. I've been told of your initial verdict. You assert that Simon Kane was not killed by a human or a Shapnak demon, but died of a natural cause or succumbed to some physical sickness. Is that what you are saying? I wouldn't say he died naturally. He died of a mysterious disease. Microbes are more efficient killers than demons. Is that a hypothesis or a fact supported by evidence? It's mostly a hypothesis. Not gonna lie. Mere hypothesis is not something I am willing to accept. Furthermore, the same rhetoric is widely employed by the people who want to hinder the murder investigation at any cost. The same people are spreading false rumors of civil disorder, which, as they would have it, took over the town. The same people would happily sacrifice human life to maintain a semblance of order. What would you say to that? I'd say that order must be restored. And I would rather say otherwise. This whole narrative is much too convenient for those covering for the murderer who knew how to take Simon's life and keep that secrets to themselves. What if they do not stop at that? What if there is no murderer? Who are you trying to catch? Till the very last moment, I will hope for that the murderer does exist. I am not trying to disabuse you of your opinion. However, if you're right, that is a death sentence for all of us. Look for a murderer as long as you can. Sure, let us go looking for a coin under a street lamp just because there's more light that way. Is that what you want? Yes, something that was brought into light does not necessarily equal something studied in depth. Not everything that has been lit with the torch has been examined. We are counting on your perspicacity. Find a rational solution to the problem that we would have otherwise approached intuitively. He who is mute can see, he who is blind can scream. Whatever that means. Really? That's
The
like...
town will meet its death at the hand of...
Oh, he's not. No, it's a proven fact. So what does this prove? Show me the body, and you will have it. The body is in the focus of the crucible. You cannot examine it now, and I mean that it is technically impossible. No one may see the body before a certain period of time passes. Neither Master Rubin nor you, my dear bachelor, not even myself. Well, what am I supposed to do then? What can I ask of you now? You have come to the conclusion already, have you not? If you haven't, then I urge you to seek out the facts as relentlessly as we do. May Providence help us if you are right. Alright, I will discuss this with your brother. I mean Victor, obviously. Yay! Writing. Q. Let's find this. What happened? The initial findings suggest that Simon Kane was killed by a highly contagious disease. It seems I will not be the first to meet the killer. Dr. Rubin has better chances at that. I just cannot help but think they were Katerina's prophecies to come true. It would have made the situation even more convoluted than it already is. Alright, let's quickly go talk to Victor. Victor! Victor! We're running just between these two houses. Look, it gets creepy here at night. The place of step is not a friendly place to be. Victor! Oh, Rubin's gone. He left. Victor! Hey!
Who is it walking upstairs?
There's nothing that you need to talk to. Alright. So, we are preparing Katerina's warning. What is this? This is new. Katerina's warning. You must make haste. The sun will set in 4 hours. Unless you are able to recognize the Shabnak's guise, she will kill you before nightfall. Tarry not, I beg you. I am the only one who can tell you what the monster looks like. Meet me in the Rod, outside the Tanner's district. Katerina. Alright. It looks like something... I don't know where that came from. That used to be a letter about my job. Oh, I see. This is a menu. Alright. So Isidor's Barok's message that he had us coming to prevent us from shutting down. And then now we have Katerina's warning. You must make haste. So we will go meet her in the Rod in the next episode. That sounds like a good stopping point. It's kind of dark. Next episode, we will go talk to Katerina in the Rod outside the Thames district. This is Game Crew signing off. See you next time.